Good morning everyone, Gadget here for another first look, and in this episode we're talking about the just announced Olympus EM1 Mark III. Let's get into this. Welcome back everyone. Before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know when a new video comes out. With that out of the way, let's get into this, the Olympus EM1 Mark III. This marks the second major release in less than 6 months from Olympus, the last one being the EM5 Mark III in October. With the EM1, you can expect a nice pronounced grip. This is something that, despite being a Micro Four Thirds camera, still feels extremely comfortable in the hand. It differs from the EM1X in that it doesn't have an integrated vertical grip, so that's a big difference there. But compared to the EM5, you have something that's geared toward that DSLR style in terms of body. The main differentiator with a camera like this is that in-body stabilization. You're getting up to 7.5 stops, and I believe that's something that just puts a lot of other competitors to shame. Pair this with the right lens and you're getting buttery smooth video and extremely stable shots in low shutter speeds, all handheld. The EM1 also ushers in a brand new TruePic 9 processor, so while using the same 20 megapixel sensor, they've been able to bring new advancements because of this processor, such as much better face and eye detection. You also get upgrades to the video functionality, so 4K at 30 frames per second or 120 frames per second in full HD. And further to that, you have a live ND filter that goes up to 5 stops for those really bright conditions. The camera itself can shoot up to 18 frames per second, but what's really impressive is you can do handheld high-res shooting. So despite being a 20 megapixel sensor, you can hold this thing in your hand and capture an 80 megapixel shot handheld, which is kind of crazy because most cameras with this feature, you'd have to be on a tripod to get this level of performance. And you're wondering, when would you use this? Well, if you're photographing a landscape or architecture, being able to be handheld and have a subject that isn't moving, but still pull out an 80 megapixel image, I gotta say, hats off to Olympus for being able to do that. Other upgrades that were brought to this camera include dual UHS-II slots as well as USB charging. You still get an extremely resilient body, something that's dust and weather resistant, as well as something that's been tested for up to 400,000 shutter actuations. Especially for those that are going to find themselves outdoors a lot and dusty environments, the internal supersonic cleaning that's available ensures that you have a clean sensor before you start shooting, something that's not available on most cameras in the market. What's also nice is that Olympus has announced a new 12 to 45 f4 lens, a great lens that gives you a 24 to 90 equivalent, so a pretty good all-arounder that isn't too big, something that literally fits in the palm of your hand. So it's great that we're not only seeing new cameras from Olympus, but also new lenses to build out their collection. In my brief time with the EM1 Mark III, what really impressed me is that in-body stabilization, as well as the build quality of this camera. Being able to go as low as 1/5, 1/15 of a second and still get a sharp image, it's something you just don't see on most cameras. That being said, this really is a bit of a niche product. It's something that is going to be valued by those that need the absolute best image stabilization for the images that they're capturing, and especially those that will want a camera that you can tack on a 600 millimeter equivalent lens but still have it weigh less than a laptop. And while that may not be for everyone, I do got to give some credit to Olympus for creating something to solve that need. So there you have it, your first look at the EM1 Mark III from Olympus. If you're interested in pre-ordering yours, well, we have a link in the description. But more importantly, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, so let me know in the comments below. Again, my name's Gadget. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.